We're going to talk about the data warehouse concept here. This is a typical data warehouse architecture. At the center, we have the data warehouse. The data warehouse gets data from operational databases. In our example, the operational databases are located on the left side. There are also users consuming the data stored in the data warehouse. In our example, the users are located on the right side. The data warehouse stores both the raw data as well as the pre-summarized data. There are two approaches for developing a data warehouse. With the immense approach, we will build a central data warehouse first. Then the data is pushed out of the central data warehouse and to build local data marts. Because we are building a central data warehouse to begin with, it's more likely we will have a more consistent view of our enterprise data eventually. The downside is because we are building a central data warehouse to begin with, it takes a lot more time and resources to do it. Therefore, the project might be more risky. With the other approach, that's the Kimball's approach, we will build local data marts to begin with. Then the local data marts could be rolled up to build a central data warehouse. The advantage of using the Kimball's approach is we are building local data marts to begin with. It takes much less time and resources. Therefore, it's more likely the project will succeed. The downside is because we are building separate local data marts. Then, when the data marts are rolled up to build a central data warehouse, we may not have a consistent view of our enterprise data. We also do modeling when we develop a data warehouse. With the immense approach, we will use the traditional entity relationship modeling and we will normalize the design to the third normal form. With the Kimball's approach, we will do dimensionality modeling. When we create a dimensional model, we have two types of schemas, star and snowflake. With the star schema, we do denormalization. In this example, you can see we have dimensions such as city. We also have facts such as orders. With a data warehouse, we use dimensions to analyze our facts. For example, we can find out how much business we have done in a city. With the snowflake schema, we do normalization. Once the design is normalized, we have more flexibility. Also, we increase the usability of our data. With the snowflake schema, we also have dimensions and facts. This concludes our brief discussion.